Hi, good morning. You are welcome to my channel, Oil and Gas Knowledge Hub. This is point number 16 in our shutdown activities. We may call turnaround also. Today we are going to discuss about break open a manway of process equipment. Remember, in oil and gas, there are lot of things will happen. Lot of process equipments are there. And we are going to discuss about process equipment manways, how to open safely and securely. This is today's topic. Maybe this video may take long time, but I will restrict to maximum 5 to 10 minutes. Maybe a couple of videos will be uploaded in continuation with this video. Okay, because long time, more than half an hour, maybe 1 hour also it will take. So go through all the videos and hope that it is most useful for the people who wish to work in refinery, oil and gas shutdown activities. Okay, this presentation on refinery turnaround, shutdown, breakup and the manway of process equipment. Opening of a manway of process equipment. What is manway in the refinery process equipment and tanks? We are going to discuss about tanks also. It is similar. Manway, maybe it is for pressure vessels, maybe vertical columns, horizontal columns. Horizontal vessels. Manways will be remain same. Manways are the openings of or access point to a pressure vessel or a storage tank. Normally, these manways are provided for entry inside the vessel during the period of shutdown activities for the purpose of cleaning inside and inspection of the inside internal part of the tanks and pressure vessels. So hydrocarbon, maybe gases, maybe fluids, storage tanks or transferring tanks or fractionation columns. For every stage, there will be a manway to open for entry. In process columns, there are different levels. At each and every level, there will be manway or manhole. So when you open the break open the flange, then only you can go inside. Okay. How many manways on process equipment are there? The number of manways and size of the manways opening and the manway style different for different process conditions. Which type of safety standards are used for pressure vessels? If you ask for the manway standards, we refer to ASME boiler and pressure vessels code is a standard that regulates the design and construction of boilers and pressure vessels. Is it clear? This is one kind of manways. Okay. Depth of asphalt, brickwork, etc. You see these dimensions per exact size of the manways. What is the minimum size of a manway? For inspection, opening of the size commonly termed manholes, ASME section allows for a minimum circular opening to be not less than 15 inches, 381 mm. Then only a man can enter inside the vessel in diameter. Or if the opening is elliptical, not less than 12 inches into 16 inches, 304, 5 millimeters into 406 millimeters. If it is a elliptical shape. Different names, manways, manholes, handholes, access ports, and hatches, but their function is remain same. You remember these technical names for any manway, manholes. What are the names are there? These are the defined names. The purposes remain same and function also remains same. How to measure diameter of a manhole? As we show earlier diagram, outside diameter as body refer as D1. Measure inside wall. So inside wall is refers as D2. Wholly square or rectangular, you will need to take both width and height measurements as opposed to just the width of a circular one. Is it clear? What is the difference between tanks and vessels? The primary distinction between vessel and tanks is that pressure tanks have a maximum allowable operating pressure is MAOP, that is called, of 15 psi only. Okay. Any tank, MAOP is 15 psi. While high pressure vessels starts at 15 psi but can hold up to 3000 psi and even higher under special allowances and special categories. So you will come across during construction of the pressure vessels what are the special allowances. Okay, clear? What is the purpose of boot in the vessel? Boot, a section at the bottom of a process vessel where water or other unwanted fluid is collected and removed. It can be removed by a drain port. Okay, this area is located at the lowest section of the vessel. Always remember, any drain point shall be at lowest section only. See this vessel example. This is the boot vessel. Okay, water outlet. Sometimes they install some wall here, ball wall, full bore ball wall. Then they will open this full bore ball wall, that it will be dried. Okay, so what is vessel boot? Boot, a section of the bottom of a process vessel where the water and other unwanted fluid is collected and removed. This area is located at the lowest section of the vessel. See this port. There are different processes, maybe segregation of water, like that. Maybe heavier liquids will come down to the boot, they will drain it. Manway, an opening in a vessel that permits entry for inspection and repairs. This is one kind of half-cut steel drum with stand. Remember, this is a tank. Okay. See this shell manway. Okay. With a Davy top. Sometimes you will not find Davy top for the smaller sizes. Okay. This is top entry, roof manway. Okay. In the tanks, you can find this type of manways. For access, the tanks inside. This is one kind of horizontal vessel. Enclosure, both sides of it is closer. Closed. The saddle is a manway. It's called manhole also. Manway, manhole with the David, support of David. Okay. Opening of a manway and process equipment. You will find this type of manways mostly on heat exchangers also. Not only tanks and pressure vessels, you will find like this on heat exchangers also. Okay. What are the requirements? In the hydrocarbon area during the shutdown activities, you should have conducted a site meeting during opening, before opening, prior to opening the manway. For that purpose, the team leader should discuss how to open this. What are the requirements? Permit to work system is required. PPE, right tools. You remember this word, right tools. Right tools means here why I am specifically telling that right tools. We should use only inch spanners for inch bolts. Okay. You should not use millimeter spanners. It leads to accidents. To prevent the accidents, the right tools are important. All inch spanners and sludge hammers. You know the sludge hammer. You see the diagrams earlier I explained what is sludge hammer in my previous videos. Torquing tools. Okay, depends on the person what type torquing tool you are using, what is the high torque values are required as per the design. Wire brushes. Once opening, after opening that, you have to clean with wire brushes. A guy rope. Guy rope means it shall be tied with the manway, one of the hole, stud bolt hole to pull back. Okay. Half cut drum to store all stud bolts and nuts. A half cut drum means whatever the stud bolts you are removing from the manway breakup joints, those things, those stud bolts shall be stored in a half cut drum, preferably in a solvent. You clean with all stud bolts with Rust-Oleum and WD-40 or rust cleaner, any rust cleaner. You should clean. Okay. What do you spray on rusted bolts to clean? Prior to unbolt, use WD-40 or acetone on all stud bolts which will penetrate. Hot bolting to be carried out on all flange joints, bolted manways. Prior to opening a manway, you should visually check all the stud bolts, what is the condition, and it is mandatory, make it mandatory to spray some solvent. Okay, maybe WD-40, whatever it is, some penetrate. Because some stud bolts are stuck up with corrosion because of water splashing, because of moisture, stud bolts will get damaged, rusted. So these rusted bolts difficulty to remove. If you try, sometimes they may break also. That's why all manways stud bolts shall be hot bolting to be carried out. Hot bolting means the meaning of hot bolting before entering in the field, once it is ready to drain all liquids, when the process in progress, that time, that means prior to shutdown, you have to do hot bolting. You remove one bolt, space as a train WD-40 and put it back, tight it opposite bolts in the sequence. Okay. Simply apply the penetrant spray over the affected nuts and bolts. Then tap them lightly using a hammer. Okay. Using small hammer. Okay. Ball pin hammer, a sludge hammer, whatever. This will help the product seep into the nuts and bolts fittings, allowing you to remove the stuck portions. So that's what I have discussed. Is it clear? Stud bolts and nuts, selection, services versus grade. What type of temperature? Which material? Flange material, stud bolt material, heavy axe steel nuts. What are the required in the oil and gas? Okay. Why I am telling oil and gas? This video is meant for mostly oil and gas, petrochemicals, fertilizers, many areas. Similar equipment will be there. There is no much difference. So you cannot say that all bolts are same temperatures. High temperature, low temperature, like that. Many depends on the operational conditions, operational parameters, temperature, pressure. Okay. So minus 195 to 102 degrees Celsius. We should use flange material ASTBA 182 grade 304, F304, F304L, F316, F316L, F321, F347. Stud bolts for all this type of materials, you should use A320 grade B8 class 2. Okay, what is class 2, class 1? We will discuss next videos. Or already previous videos we have discussed now, so you can check all the videos. Heavy axe steel nuts, it should be A194 grade 8A. Similarly, washers also. Okay. This opposite, if it is minus 101 degrees Celsius to minus 47 degrees Celsius, again grade will change. It depends on the operating parameters, design temperatures, and this material will change. You can go through this table one by one. Okay. So the thing is, you should work safely, and prior to removing any stud bolts, you should do hot bolting. You remember always this. Okay. Stud bolt versus bolt. The common question is, what is the difference between stud and bolts? It's an interview question also. Many interviews, people will ask. Maybe it is simple answer, but people cannot answer because lack of awareness. Okay. Stud is different, bolt is different. Okay. The answer is that a stud is a metal rod or soft that features threads on the both sides as shown in the image. See this picture, this is called stud. Okay. Both side nuts will be there. As required, washers also to be placed while tightening. So this is called stud. Is it clear? And two heavy hexagonal nuts should be serrated. Okay. A bolt, a fastener with a built-in head nut one side, and that requires a single nut to be serrated. This side, this is called bolt. The bolt measurement from the bottom of the head to end pitch, you have to measure. This is the length of the bolt. Okay. Whereas stud, end to end, you have to measure. That is the length of the stud bolt. Is it clear? Okay. There are different types of coated stud bolts also available. For some high temperature services and special requirements, they will insist in the drawing itself, it will be there. Which type of, which coated, zinc white, zinc yellow, cadmium white, cadmium yellow, hot tipped galvanized, mechanical galvanized, Xylon, Teflon, PTFE, fluorocarbon, blue, aluminium as per 1105, Thermogod 1105 plus 1628, Thermogod 1105. These are disease numbers and plain. These are the different type of coated stud bolts. These stud bolts will be preferred as per the design point of view. They will specify specifically in the drawings, isometric views, whatever the vessels drawings and all, they will specify very clearly. You should know how to read the drawing, important, and what it says, what bolts are there, what plugs are there, what type of gasket is there. Okay, painting, insulation, many things, including operating temperatures, operating pressures, velocity, everything will be mentioned in the drawing. So you should check the drawings. You should be familiar with the drawings. Okay. How to remove broken stud? Sometimes, as I discussed with you in previous slide, sometimes the studs will break because of the rust. Okay, it becomes so tight. It will be intact with the inner hole of the flange, manhole. So if you try to remove this without any doing hot bolting, it will break. Okay. In that case, clean the surface before trying to remove the broken stud. Okay. Flatten the broken stud. One end, whatever the exposed end, should clean it. Flatten it. Punch with the center punch at the center of the broken stud. Next slide, you will see that you have to punch with the center punch, the center of the broken stud. Ensure no damage to threads. And whenever you are punching, you should ensure that you should not damage the threads. It will exactly on center of the bolt only. You have to stud only. You have to punch it. Again, drill a little bigger hole, and ensure no damage to threads. This is a pilot hole. Why it is required? I will tell you next slide. You should drill on the center punch, exactly center of the stud, broken area. When once you flat it and punch it, then you try to drill it in center with a pilot hole, small, around 6 to 8 mm depth, not more than that. It depends on the stud size. Use stud extractor to remove the broken stud by rotating in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, these stud extractors are available in the market, mostly in many shutdowns in oil and gas. Very frequently it is used. Very common they use it. You will get it. So that should be used to remove the broken stud, rotating in the anti-clockwise. Where you have drilled, then the tapping should go inside. Stud extractor has a left-handed thread. It is most important. We can also remove the broken stud by using WD-40 and turning the stud with the help of screwdriver or chisel, but it is not much recommended. Okay. You see, this is a housing. One stud is broken inside. Okay. So surface the cleaning, the center punch, and then you drill a hole. Drilling on a broken stud to extract without damage the equipment. So this is the way extract available in the market in the oil and gas. Removal of a broken stud bolt with extractor. This extractor you should use it anti-clockwise. You should turn it, then automatically this can be removed. What is a David Tom? For many, as we seen earlier Manways, there is a David. I generally pronounce it as David. It is called David Tom. A David Tom for Manways is mechanically designed hinged guide and support system which helps ease the opening and closing of the large and heavy blind flanges. This assembly can be designed for horizontal and vertical applications. What is David definition? A small crane, especially one of a pair for suspending or lowering the loads. See, this is the David. Okay. Heavy flange, you cannot remove like this by hands. You should put a guy rope at one side, slowly pull it, you turn the David, then slowly or pull with the guy rope, then it will come, it will be open. Okay. This is the parts of the David arm of a flange. You can see the parts of this, different parts. The small crane type, crane, that's all. What is the difference between a tank and pressure vessel? The primary distinction between vessel and tank is already we have discussed this point. Anything you have doubts, please write in the comments box. I will reply to you. In simple words, I can say that during opening of the manway, prior to draining the whether vessel or exchanger or tank, you should do hot bolting, sequence of activities I am telling again, and alternative bolt should be hot bolted, place it tight with the proper torque, After that, during the shutdown, you open the all shut bolts and place a half cut drum underneath the flange. Any liquid is there in the boot or flange, it will fall in the half cut drum with a small quantity of water. If it is pyrophoric material, it will expose to the atmosphere, then the fire will take place. That is the reason I am suggesting to put some water in the half cut drum, then open the manways or drying points. Okay. The primary distinction between vessel, okay, this already we have discussed. Okay, thank you, my friends. Your knowledge is your asset. This is Om Namah Shiva. I just am sharing my experience with you guys. Maybe it is useful for new generation engineers who wish to work in oil and gas and who wish to learn and work with the oil and gas. It is very useful also for the senior people who are in the office and planning people also. It is, they should understand, then only practical work they should understand, then only they can do proper time. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your support. Hope my video is very clear. Next videos, we will see point number 17. Next my videos. Till such then, have a good day. Any doubts, write in the comment box. I will reply to you. Any doubts related to oil and gas? It may be rotating equipment, it may be static equipment, it may be piping or pipelines. You are welcome to contact me. Definitely, I will respond to you. Have a good day.